This week on the Push Relays podcast, we're ranking baked goods, and we have a little look at the enhanced games. What more could you want? And 3, 2, 1, DIY teddies.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Damik.
Yeah, me, Tom Hall. What's going on, buddy?
I had a pan of raisin this morning, Tom.
Oh, wow. Somebody's got to. Keep them in production.
Laura bought a pack of 6 that you cook at home. You know, one of the frozen ones, you cook them at home. And you know what? It was absolutely incredible, Tom. Your hatred for those pastries, mate, is unwarranted.
Yeah,
Great pastry.
If you had the option, this is my argument, right?
No, I actually think I would have chosen that one over a croissant at the time. I would have, genuinely.
Over
Like, mate,
pan au chocolat.
yeah, easy, mate. I don't think you've tried one for a while, I'll be honest. Or a good one. Maybe you've not tried a good one. I'm telling you now, mate, pan of raisin is not that bad.
So
It's
weird.
not.
It's just such a
There's like that nice little custardy stuff in it. Like, it's good.
just without the raisins.
No,
Don't
the
need any
raisins
fruit
add
in
to
there.
it. No, yes, you do, Tom. It's good for you. Come on. Yeah,
No, just
nah.
when it's
I'm gonna
sitting.
stick up for him.
My issue is when it's sitting next to a chocolate croissant. It's like that is clearly the better option. I'm like,
I don't think that that's always the most obvious option, mate. I'm telling you now.
are the
Just
calories
saying.
basically the same? They've got to be, right? They've got to be
Probably, yeah, probably.
the amount of
That doesn't come into my equation when I'm eating a pastry, if I'm honest. It's
what are you talking
pastry, innit?
about? Yes, this is always, always on, mate. You're such a healthy guy. So yeah,
Yeah,
always on,
maybe.
always thinking about nutrition. Don't want to. Your
Always.
body's a temple. So.
Of course, yeah. But yeah, no, I just think you're just so harsh on him. Too harsh, if anything.
I haven't posted them
Yeah.
in a while actually. Need
No,
to
I think they're good. I think they're good. Well, of course, the second I had it, the first person I thought was you.
get.
Um, so it was. But no, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Mm,
I just think
mm.
you're far too harsh on me, to be honest.
It's all right. I can be harsh on other things. What's been happening this week?
Not a lot, mate. Obviously, all we've heard non-stop has been the fucking weather in the UK and sat over here playing golf in 42 degrees. Someone said to me earlier on a call with them, it's like, oh, it's too hot to play golf. And I went, mate, don't talk to me about too hot to play golf, right? Fucking, will you just get on with it? Like, I've played in
It is
42
though.
degrees out here with it like
It is too
dripping
hot to play
down, with
golf.
sweat dripping down my nose. It's like, no, it's not.
It
It's
is
not.
too hot to play
It's
golf, isn't it,
not
though? It's too hot to go outside,
ridiculous.
to be honest. I'm sitting in the dark. Like I've got
Honestly,
blind.
the British are absolutely hilarious. If it's not too cold, it's too hot. It's like you can never win with the British people. It just makes me laugh. Um,
London's
but
different.
then I did
You
think
know,
London, yeah, London is the worst place to be when it's that hot, to be fair.
it's
That is the one thing I'll
lovely
say.
and like everybody's kind of out and about. The mood's a little bit better when
It's
it's
not
like
lovely.
25, but it's like
It's not lovely.
35 today. It's like it's too much. Too
It's
much.
not lovely. It's
For
awful.
May, it's too much. And then next week, it just like plummets like 10, 15 degrees back down to like 20, 18. Much better.
Really?
Yeah. So, it's all good.
Where's it? I just don't understand where it comes from. People say climate change, but it's not, is it? It
Well,
just
this
gets
is the
hot and stuff.
hottest like May Day, like on record since like 1940s. All right.
Yeah.
So I do think like the seasons have shifted slightly as well. Like the first half of the year is more miserable than I remember as a child. But maybe I
Yeah.
was a happy child.
And summer's definitely later now.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
It
It's
does
definitely
come a bit later, doesn't it?
shifted
Usually.
because I've had a couple of like decent like birthdays where they're like when I'm in October, it's like
Mm.
okay, I can still play golf then, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
good. Which is hopefully the golf courses won't catch up on their twilight rounds and stuff like that. So and when it's
That's
like
right.
and stuff like that. But yeah, where am I? I'm off to Dubrovnik on Thursday, I think.
What are you doing in Dubrovnik?
Fuck knows. Don't know.
Oh, you're just going to look around. You're just going to see. Thought
Chloe's
you might be there for
mum's on
like
like
a
some
wedding
sort
or
of
something.
European tour with her friends. So we have not told her we're coming and we're going to go surprise her in Dubrovnik. So
Oh,
makes
well, you've just given it away now, Tom. She listens to the podcast. Oh, you've just
I
given it away,
don't think
man.
she'll be able to. She wouldn't make it this far.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. No one does. So,
Oh, did
yeah.
you not know? I send this off to Spanish actors, and then they do both our voices and transcript in Spanish, and
Imagine.
then like send it to the Spanish audience. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Yeah, we're really big in Honduras.
Yeah, I can imagine we are.
I've never actually
Yeah.
looked at the map to see if anybody does live in Honduras. It wouldn't be the most outrageous thing, obviously, considering like family and people there, but definitely somebody would have. But
I mean, it would be somewhat outrageous, I
there'll be
think.
someone. There'll be someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna go to Dubrovnik. I've already been. Chloe hasn't been. So we're gonna go. But what I am annoyed about is I didn't. I was like, yeah, let's do it. I booked the flights. I was like, yeah, it's all fine. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh shit, it's the Champions League final, isn't it? So I'm gonna
Mm,
have to gear the Saturday kind of afternoon, evening around that. So that's slightly annoying.
that is
Slightly
annoying, isn't it?
annoying.
What
Yeah.
time's it on? Is it a late kickoff? I won't be able to
No,
watch
it's
it, I don't
fucking
think.
early. Like 5 o'clock for British. So it'll be 6
Champions
p.m.
League, 5
Yeah,
p.m. Oh,
yeah.
wicked. It's 8 p.m. for me.
Good for
Love
you.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Love that.
You've got perfect prime viewing.
Because usually Champions League, I can't watch them because it's always too late.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What I don't understand what they're doing as well. They definitely like in terms of they did the Europa League last week, then they put Conference League on the Wednesday, so probably when this comes out, and then they do the Champions League on the Saturday. I feel like they should just do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Conference League, Europa League, Champions League, like bosh them all out,
Yeah.
or like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Mhm.
Just have them all back to back, all the Herbers. I don't know if they have to reuse like security or stuff like that, but you wouldn't have thought so. They'd probably be
Well, no,
assigned.
because not they're not all at the same places, are they?
No, like whether there's some sort of UEFA thing, I don't know, a FIFA thing they have to do. But
Maybe,
yeah,
yeah.
I feel like they're missing missing a trick there of just like absolutely destroying all other sports for a weekend and just going boom, boom, boom. You're just gonna watch this and be on it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that'd be good.
Instead of like didn't really do the Europa League because then the
Well, I
Premier
didn't
League
even know the Europa League one was on. I woke up the next morning and
last
saw
week, yeah.
Aston Villa have won European game. I was like, oh, what? I was like, didn't realise.
That's like why put it on a Wednesday? Why can't Aston
So
Villa play
strange.
it like Friday, like after the
Yeah.
league's finished? Weird, very weird.
Yeah, it
And
was a
then
bit weird.
And why is the Conference League a week after in the middle of it sandwiched? I feel like it should
Mm.
be a natural progression. Anyway, there we
You'd
are.
think so, wouldn't you?
Probably the least of UEFA's worries. Other stuff's going on, but
Well, yeah, maybe.
maybe. All right. What have we vaguely got? You did
Well,
a
I've got a blind ranking for you, Tom. So
you got a blind ranking.
that's a good one. Yeah, I got a blind link. It's somewhat linked to the pastry. I was going to go down the pastry route, but I think we've done that before. So a little blind ranking. I think everyone can get involved in. And I don't think there's a right or wrong answer with this thing. It doesn't down to personal preference a little bit. Um, Actually, do you know what? Screw it. I don't think no. It doesn't even need to be a blind ranking. I just want to know what you think, Tom, of these six items. Right?
Six items.
These six items, right, are um like snacky dessert things, right, that you would enjoy. So bakery items, things you would buy, similar to pastries, bakery items, all sweet. Okay.
Right.
So
Hmm.
I need you to rank these, right? We've got cookie, brownie, Rocky
Wait, 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 wait,
Road.
wait, wait, wait.
I'll repeat them for you, don't worry. I'll repeat them. We'll go
I'll
through it one by
forget.
one.
I'll forget. I'll
Right.
forget. I'll forget.
Okay.
Cookie.
Cookie, brownie, Rocky Road, flapjack, tiffin, blondie.
This is like
Now, obviously, like there's going to be variations within that, of course, but I want to know out of those which you prefer and which would be the top of your list, which would be bottom of your list, based on all the based on just any given day. Like I'm
this.
thinking,
This.
what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking sort of like it's a Sunday afternoon. You've had a nice breakfast. You need a little something with a cup of tea or coffee, right? You
All
just want a
right. So
little
that was
something,
the
right?
avenue I was going. So the avenue, like from those picks, this is like in those tubs that you get in M&S. Like if
Well,
you
there's that as well. You could also have that as
that's
an
that's
option.
that's what
Yeah.
I've imagined that I'm
But
like,
I don't want you
what
to
type
imagine a
am I
mini
going
one. I don't want a mini one. I'm
on a full
talking
size
a
thing?
full size version
Yeah, because
of
I,
it.
I I would default to buying the mini ones of all of
Oh,
these.
yeah, I'm sure you would,
Well,
and
actually, I don't know.
that's
That's
not what
that's always something. Yeah, that's a question for another show. What's better, mini or big?
correct.
Yeah.
Correct, it is. Um, so and I appreciate look, Tiffin and Rocky Road a little bit similar. I get that, but they are technically different. So don't come at me for that. Um, I do love a
Then
Tiffin. Tiffin's really good. Yeah. Tiffin's like it's the same as Rocky Road, but basically like the marshmallows and done in a tin, and it's cut into more like slices that are a little bit more uniform than a Rocky Road. It's like a you used to make them when you were younger. You used to make the no bake desserts, like just like Rocky Road, but no bake.
yeah,
I think they traditionally have glacé cherries in them
it
as
says
well. Maybe that's the
raisin.
only different.
Yeah. The I think
Yeah.
it looks like the Rocky Road has something like that.
There you go. Rocky Road. Often confused with Rocky Road, but Tiffin uses a cocoa butter base rather than melted chocolate to bind the biscuits. There you go. And
Mm.
traditionally does not contain marshmallows. Um, so there we go, Tom. So out of those, which is your bottom choice out of those? Which one are
Oh,
you not entertaining?
the bottom choice
Yeah.
would be joint Tiffin or Rocky Road.
Okay, not a fan of them.
No, I would.
Any
I
reason
would.
for that, or?
I'm not even. I'd eat it if it was there, but
Oh,
I'm
I
not
don't
choosing it.
know.
I'm not choosing it at all.
Okay. So
Not
Tiffin and
something.
Rocky Road. We'll call that
I,
the same
I
thing.
I think it's the
Okay.
same. It's the same thing that I've always. I feel like I've had one as a child, and then all I think about is the raisins. Or there's been
You
like
really
cherry.
don't like raisins, do you, Tom? Jeez.
Raisins are just bullshit, right? So,
Oh.
and I think there's definitely maybe I've been confused about Rocky Road and Tiffin, um, because Tiffin says it's got raisins in it.
Yeah.
So I think if
Traditionally,
that
yeah.
goes,
Rocky Road doesn't always have to have raisins in it, but
yeah.
Tiffin
So
definitely
I
would have
think so.
raisins.
Tiffin goes bottom because it's got the
Okay.
raisins in it, um, and
Uh,
it's got a silly name,
okay.
and it's Scottish.
Yeah.
I
Okay, so
have
they're
far too
bottom. Okay,
many
so
Scottish.
what comes fourth then? Let's put those together as the number five. What's number four?
Before.
We've got
Out of
cookies,
those
brownies, flapjacks, and blondies left.
cookies, these flapjacks and blondies. I think I'm going blondie.
Yeah, okay.
I I don't I know what they are. Blondie. Brilliant. Type blondie into Google and there's just the singer.
Blondie comes up. Yeah, about to say, yeah.
You've just done the same thing.
No,
Um,
no, I haven't. No, but I can imagine it would have done. Blondie's like a brownie, but it's
like
a
a brownie,
white,
but
like
white
a,
chocolate. Yeah. I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
perhaps too sweet. White chocolate's
Okay.
very sweet. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
the
why I like it.
biggest fan of white chocolate.
Yeah.
Um, So I like these. I would yeah, hands down pick them up, but I'm not gorging myself on one of those bad
Okay.
boys.
Okay, so
Um,
top three then. We've got the top three left.
I think I'm. It's a weird one because I don't have them. I'd say I would have cookies and brownies more often, but I do enjoy when I do have a flapjack. But the flapjack comes next.
Flapjack. Okay, yeah.
Flapjack comes next,
It's
and
cookie,
then
cookie or brownie.
oh, they're like flip of a coin, aren't they? Really. I feel like a good cookie is better than a brownie.
Correct. That's the right answer, Tom. Yeah.
A good.
I actually think brownies are horrifically overrated.
See,
And what I mean by that is I don't mean like you just said there, a really good brownie is good, but I can count on one hand the amount of times I've had a good brownie. I'm more I'm more often let down by a brownie than I am a cookie, a blondie, a flapjack, a tiffin. Like I just think brownies for me are just so many people make them. It's just it might as well just be chocolate sponge. I'm like, come on, this is poor. This isn't good. Like this isn't
yeah.
decadent. Do you know what I mean? So like for me, the reason I bring up because brown we had a discussion of a day with someone. Brownies for me I wouldn't even entertain them as an idea out of those
Wow.
options
Mm.
because I know I'd be disappointed. Whereas I feel like the others I wouldn't be disappointed with. A blondie, like you said, blondie. I think that because they're a bit rarer, they're often really good recipes of it, and it's really done really well. So I think they're nicer in general, blondies. I think it's like you. I've just had that experience of having too many brownies and gone, oh, I want it to be nice and that. It's a bit dry or not quite as
See,
chocolatey as I
that's the
wanted it to
thing.
be.
I think across the board on those as well, I want all of those underdone. Like I want them good.
Yeah, and I just think that, like I said, I just don't think you can do a cookie, a flapjack, a blondie, or a tiffin or Rocky Road wrong. But you can do a brownie wrong. I've
Oh, you
had
can do
wrong
a cookie
brownies
wrong.
before.
You can do a
No, I
cookie
don't.
wrong.
No, because I think with cookies you either get that undercooked, underbaked kind of taste, or they're crunchy, and that's okay. I don't mind a crunchy
No, the
cookie
crunchy
either.
ones are not like it
No, I
goes
don't mind a crunchy
everywhere.
cookie, Tom. I'm just saying I don't mind one. But like brownie, I just think they are, on the whole, vastly overrated. That's my opinion on that. I just think flapjack, I think, is massively underrated. I think a quality flapjack is
Flapjacks
unbelievable at
are
times.
like I feel like
But Tom would hate me
flapjacks.
because I'd have a raisin flapjack. So whatever, raisins in a flapjack go well.
If you're having all of these, do you remember the school cake?
School cake?
Yeah.
No.
Literally type in school cake recipe.
Oh yeah, no, wouldn't give you anything for that. Not interested.
It was that square with that icing
Nah,
and then like hundreds of thousands on top.
wouldn't give you anything for that.
But
So
it's
boring.
literally called school cake. Just a
Yeah,
vanilla
so
sponge.
boring, man. Nah.
We
Nah, not for me
like
that. But I tell you what I do like, I like the look of these days, but I've never tried one, is a cookie pie. They look good.
cookie pie.
You've never seen a cookie pie before? It's basically a cookie pie filled with like either Nutella, Lotus Biscoff, white chocolate,
Oh yeah,
spread,
yeah.
like unbelievable. Like horrifically calorific, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I've yet to see one over here in Dubai. I can't see them, but I know a few people on Instagram I follow. They make them, and they're really good.
yeah.
But
They're
anyway,
good.
that's where it came
Maybe.
from because I
Or I
followed
mean, Chloe's birthday's coming up, so
make a cookie pie, Tom. Get
make cookie pie. You're joking.
well, you can buy one. You can buy one. I'd like. I think. Well, I personally believe that there's more love in a
Oh,
cake that's been made. So
maybe because I've already spent a bunch of on what she's doing, so it's just like
yeah.
might actually have to
Well,
do stuff.
do
Um,
both, Tom. But yeah, no, I just that's why I was interested to get your take on it because I think out of those things for me, brownies massively overrated, flapjacks underrated. That's my view on them.
would you rather of all of those, if somebody offered you one full size, like if you put your hands together like that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a circle, or the equivalent of that much in minis, what you choose?
I'll take the big one, mate. I'm not fussed by minis. I'm not like you. You're a child like that. You need the mini. I
I
don't need the mini. I'll take the full
like mini
version.
ones. Yeah, for most things, I'm
Nah,
like,
nah,
yeah, just quite like that.
nah,
Quite
nah. I'll
like
take
that
the big one.
sensation of just like,
I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'll take the big one.
nah, because I feel like it lasts longer because I feel like I'm gonna smash through that big one just so easily.
No,
But
just
if
some
it
self-control. It's fine.
but full size burgers are better than sliders.
Correct.
That is correct. But I think mini desserts are better than full size desserts of the same equivalent
Well, there you
volume.
go.
Um,
Don't say we don't bring you the breaking news on this podcast. Tom likes
um,
mini desserts, but not mini burgers. So
yeah,
there we go.
I mean, that's going straight on.
I would like to know though, who out of those things that we've said, who prefers Tom's choices of desserts or mine? Who believes I'm right? Who believes Tom's right? Tom loves the brownies. I wouldn't pick brownie top. I'd put brownie bottom. There you go.
Right. So
Just based on the brownie, you put brownie top second. Sorry,
should we
I'd put it rock bottom.
poll our audiences? Should we
Brownie's rock bottom out of all those things.
all right, after this show, we'll write the
I'll
list.
put up a story. I'll put up a story. I'll put up a story. Yeah, with the
Put the
list.
story of your order and then my order and then see which one wins.
Okay.
And
Right.
we'll
Let me write it down.
check
Oh
back at the
shit.
end of the show.
So your order was cookie.
Cookie top, I think. Cookie, brownie, flapjack, blondie, and then Rocky Road, Tiffin.
We'll just do Rocky Road. We'll take Tiffin out because it's the same thing. Right? I'll just
Yeah,
make it easy.
same thing. All right, you were arguing.
Excuse me.
Gosh,
Sorry,
you.
sneezed.
Mm,
So Tom, you went cookie, brownie, flapjack, blondie,
yeah,
and I would go cookie, flapjack, blondie, Rocky Road, brownie.
okay.
Or would I go Rocky Road above blondie? I'll leave it. I'll sort that another day. I'll put it on Instagram. I'll post it. I need to take a photo of us doing this so it makes sense when I post it. Otherwise, people think I'm really weird with that. But yeah, anyway, just having an argument with Tom.
Anyway, I'll talk amongst yourselves.
Talk to
Um,
yourself.
we have there's a couple of things that were kicked off this week, and I'll do a video maybe at some point in YouTube. The enhanced games is happening, Dan. Have you not seen it on the
I
news?
saw, yeah, I thought they were going to give him like a good couple of years of training to get him all like
They haven't
excited.
they haven't taken enough stuff for a long amount of time
No
to really like
way.
do it. And you've seen some of the this is just it's just so funny. Like there's been one world record, I believe, and it's in the swimming, which I feel like they break world records all the time at swimming, like in the
Yeah.
championships and stuff. They seem to because I feel like there's more I don't know, variation on swimming pools and splashing and all this shit, um, which is quite interesting. But yeah, that one's. was confirmed. And then what I found funny was the 100-meter one. None of them anywhere close to
No.
anything. Absolutely awful. Like the fastest guy was
Well,
Fred
no, we
Kelly.
said though, we said this, didn't we, Tom? We said this. What does it tell you?
That maybe people were on drugs anyway. You said it. You said, did we say it? We probably said that.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
just the money that's in keeping you ahead of WADA is far greater than what
Correct.
WADA is getting. Um, so the testing protocols or whatever. So I think that is probably something. But there's still restrictions on what they're allowed to take within the enhanced games. Do you know that?
Is there?
Correct. Yeah.
I didn't.
I'll show you. I literally just Googled it as well. Let's show you like share my screen on here. This is like I literally just like Googled enhanced games and then welcome to the games, which it is. And then you can shop enhanced.
Oh, you can buy all this shit from them.
You can buy it,
Ah, of course you
which
can.
I
That's why they've
didn't
done it.
realize, which is very interesting. So, I mean, testosterone injections. Is this in pounds or in dollars?
Do you reckon all the athletes put their code on their clothing?
What Fred Curley is taking. Yeah, cool. What Hathor Bjornsson is taking. I love the outrage. I did a couple of like YouTube episodes on the Arts Games when it started getting announced and people were getting over. And then the outrage of like, what? The mountain, Hathor Bjornsson's using gear. Like they were like, well, yeah, every strongman might as well go there. Like, what are you on about? You don't weigh 200 kilos, lift half a ton and not be on any gear. Like that's not happening. I'm sorry. But yeah, we've got serine, peptides, NAD plus, I don't know what that is, testosterone injections, stronger, longer,
Brilliant.
tirzepatide, GLPs, endoclobine. This is where you need to be on YouTube, guys, so you can see all this shit. Enhanced, microdosed tirzepatide, I don't know. This is always testosterone cream. This is
Oh, there
always
you go.
just rub that on ourselves. It's always very interesting because I don't really take on any athletes that are using. I have got one that is very open and upfront about it, um, but it was all like muscle builder shit, and I was like, well, you're the only one that you're doing triathlons, so as long as you're not doing competitive triathlons, I think we'll be all right. So,
Yeah.
so we because I don't with the we've talked about drugs before, and it's just like you can just throw more stuff at them. And the recovery protocols, I've had to learn a
Yeah.
bit more about the recovery protocols whilst doing it because it is very, very interesting. But yeah, the arts games, I would implore anybody to go look at it because it's awful. Um, this is like the only world record broken and it won't be recognized. Yeah, this lad beat the 50 meters freestyle record, but that's the only thing that's gone. Hathor Bjornsson failed. He didn't lift his
I saw
500,
you do it, did he?
515 he was going for or something like that. Bless him. So that
Bless him.
was
Bless him.
bless him.
Um,
So that was
yeah, it's I mean maybe I'm a cynic, but I think it just tells you exactly what you need to know about the Olympics. Because I do think there's an element to it, like you said, that they're just all they've got to be is head of the testers, etc. And I think that if they're saying to these people at this thing, well, you still have some sort of limits to it, it wouldn't surprise me if it's within some sort of normal, or not normal, but some sort of ranges where they may be somewhat similar to what people could get away with. I don't know. I don't want to say that's what definitely happens, but there's got to be parts of it where it's an indictment really on the current state of the Olympics.
yeah, perhaps.
I mean, maybe there's a part of it where it's like, well, look, they've been training for so long, etc. But I don't know. I just feel like all these athletes are training for just as long as Olympians have. So you'd think, well, if they were on anything more than them, it would make a significant difference to their
Yeah,
ability. And maybe that you could argue that, well, the failed athletes are the ones that are doing this and they've never been good enough, and that's why even with a bit of help, they're
it
still
does
not breaking
seem
records.
like it's the kind of failed or the ones that are getting on. They're like at the end of their careers and they're trying to prolong it. And obviously, a bit like Liv. literally they're gonna cash
Yeah.
in a little bit and be like, all right, I've got a couple more years of like genetic potential to try
Yeah.
and make the most of. And if I'm open about taking this shit instead of kind of doing it on the sly,
Yeah.
it might get me a few more quid because the prize money's bigger, right? If they break a world record, they get 1 million, pretty good. And if they win their event, they get either 100 or 200 grand or something like that. So, and then it trickles down to like if you come
Yeah.
last, you get 10 grand.
I just think it'll be like Liv, it'll be a lost leader, and then they'll go, oh yeah, no one cares. Right.
Yeah, no one will care about this. Honestly, like from what it looks like, no one gives a shit. Absolutely no one gives a shit. Um, I've seen a lot of like fake news stuff on Instagram about it as well, which people going, "Oh my God, Fred Curley almost just beat Usain's record." It's like he's nowhere near it. Like there's loads of clean
Yeah.
athletes that have run faster than him this year. Like
Yeah.
he's not scraping anywhere. His PR is like actually zero point 0.1, zero point 0.2 quicker than what he's just done. So.
Yeah.
Like none of like only one of them went under 10 seconds, whereas the last Olympic final didn't every single
Yeah.
100
Pretty
meters
sure they
went
did. Yeah.
under 10 seconds, and it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, it just hasn't got any prestige. It was like the live thing; it's got no prestige, and like it probably won't have the staying power to build prestige either, right? Because people want to win the majors because of what they mean and how significant they are, like in live and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah, I just thought it was highlighting people should go look at it because it's stuff that happens in health and fitness. And guess what? Your clients are going to have questions about what they're doing and should I be taking GLPs and what was that? Maybe having a little bit of knowledge base on it would be a fantastic thing to do. Or
Mm,
just be like, oh, you might be interested in this. Look at these guys. These are crazy. Just a highlight of what they shouldn't be taken, I guess, as well. Which is always very interesting for people because I think one of my clients was like, "Oh, can you talk to me about GLPs and stuff like that?" Like last week, I was like, "I don't know much about it if I'm really honest." I was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, I can't." I was like, I'm not the coach for you if you want to learn about those things. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff out there, but yeah, unfortunately not." I was like, "I can talk to you endlessly about the aerobic and respiratory system. That'd be fun, but probably not anything else." So yeah, real fun and games. Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
yes. I'm just looking over this time. Yeah, all eight finalists of the last Olympics ran below 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think it was like a first time ever. Uh,
9.91 was the eighth, so isn't even that even better?
yeah,
Even the last person's
even the
better.
last person would have won the fucking won the enhanced games.
Yeah, crazy, crazy times.
That's pretty mental, isn't it?
Noah Lyles won it by a tiny, tiny fraction.
He did. I was like, was I there? I was at the 200-meter final, wasn't
Ah.
I? Which was fun, very fun. Right, you did a call, didn't you, this week on? I feel like we may do it kind of every single year, like a reset of like what you should be fucking focusing on because the summer is here. Sign-ups tend to be harder. I feel like sign-ups perhaps have been good for the last like 4 to 6 weeks.
Hmm.
And then pretty decent where people making change, kind of the edge of the spring, being able to train into the summer. Do sign-ups traditionally get less now?
Yeah, I mean, summer t tends to be a time when people are away a bit more. They're a bit busier. They're seeing their friends and family. They're spending more time doing the things that they want to do in the UK. And I don't think that's happened so much with other countries quite anywhere near as much, to be honest, as it does with the UK. Um, because we don't get that much of a summer, right? But yeah, I just think with the warm weather here, it kind of just brings into focus June, July, and August tend to be the 3 months that most people aren't as bothered about the going to the gym and training and eating as well and all that sort of stuff. So it just tends to be people's minds are taken off it. So it's just important as a coach that you kind of think a little bit about, okay, the next 90 days, what do I need to focus on? And I think that I sort of used the example of treating it almost a bit like a footballer in the off season of going, well, you can sit back and do fuck all and come back to pre-season overweight, feeling like shit and have to do all the work. Or you can come back fitter, stronger, better, and power on and have a good season. I think that's the mindset a lot of coaches need to have is to go, okay, well, how do we get through this period of time? Well, number one, make sure you retain your clients really, really fucking well. Number one, like this is where it shows up. These 3 months is when it shows because the clients that do retain the coaches that do retain clients well don't worry about summer. So already I know straight away who's worried about and who's not. And it's remembering that the people that are going to sign up in September, once summer's done, potentially, are watching. They're watching everything now. They're still watching. They're not going to take action, but they're still watching. They're still making sure that you're an authority, that you get results, that you do everything you said you were going to do, that you're doing this stuff during the summer, that you're leading from the front, right? So just a reminder, really, to make sure that you come out of these 90 days a better coach than you went into it.
Almost doubles down on that effect as well of like, yes, less people are going to be spending time in the gym, but what we've talked about the last like few months in those marathon numbers and those running numbers, and just
Hmm.
it doesn't seem to be going away in people wanting to spend time outside. Like, I could just see it from going in Regent's Park, but like the amount of
Oh,
people that are
literally.
just out running,
I
doing
bet.
stuff like
Hmm.
that is mental. Absolutely, like, and I'm speaking to people, especially of like millennials as well. Like the younger generation are in that they're not drinking that much. They're going out to park
Mm.
runs. They're doing that kind of stuff. But the millennials are now catching on. And
Hmm.
like I'm seeing people who I work with who are former UP guys, like half of them are all on running plans, like from
Mm.
a coach. I'm like,
And I think as well, like, the whole thing about like people going on holiday and not doing as much, and people going away for the summer. I think again, if you're into running and you're
it's an
coaching running, like
amazing way of seeing a city, of
people are
keeping it going. Yeah. They'll take their
taking their
running
running
shoes.
shoes with them, mate, every day.
Yeah. But it's like
Like they
I've had a few
100%. Like they're
and
they're
they will just write their stuff in because you're able to still do it. Like you don't need anything. It's like, all right, but and you'll just keep things ticking over rather than, oh shit, the hotel gym's a bit crap. Oh, I don't want to do this, anything like that. So, and then it's just such an easy thing to hopefully upskill on and another string to your bow. But mm,
Yeah, and that's kind of what I alluded to on my Instagram post about it as well. Is like just learn something, upskill. Like if you don't know anything about this sort of stuff, go and fucking learn. Get a running coach for 3 months. Go learn. Go see what the deal is. Right. I think it's really just an interesting point where fitness is evolving, and to make it a year-round thing, I think you have to lean into these things a little bit, right? Again, I'm still seeing bodybuilding coaches, posting their pictures of them doing cardio in a fucking 35-degree gym, like still getting it done, and it's just like, oh, just get outside. Fuck me. Like, come on, lads. But that's the way people view it, right? So I think that regardless of whatever your niche is, I just think it's important time for you to upskill and learn. From that point of view, and I've talked about editing, videography, copywriting, whatever it is, but just come out of the someone with a much better skill set than you went into it, rather than being that coach who just moans that nothing's coming in and then hopes for the best that September rolls around, and things pick up because I think they only pick up for those coaches that do make sure that during the summer they turn up and share what they've been doing, they share what they're about, they share what their clients have been doing. And again, I'm going to want to work with a coach who shows me that their clients are still getting results over the summer and they're not just turned into fucking slob over the summer and gone backwards. So it and like I say with a lot of stuff, look, only the top few coaches are actually going to do anything about it. It'll be a good chunk of listeners go, oh yeah, I'll worry about it another time, and then they never do, never get around to it. I have to remind all my clients, on calls this week, I'm like, right, what's the plan? What are you doing for 90 days? What you told me, what you're going to improved on, what your skill you're going to learn, what you're going to mastered, and that's it. Um, yeah, I just think that so many coaches this year, more than any year before, are going to notice that they've been left behind. And I think something like September, October could be the bit where they go, I usually get signups, I'm not really getting them. I'm like, yeah, because you fucked up this year because you thought it was going to be easy again, and it's getting harder and harder. So that's what I see coming. And like you said, for those coaches that pivot and do the extra stuff, learn how to do the running side of stuff, maybe share more of those things, start looking at actually the behavior of human beings that they live around rather than just pretending that everyone's into the gym the same way they are. I think people will start to realize, what they need to make content on, and how to get these people signed up for stuff. And it is things like events. It is things like trying something new. It is, pushing the boundaries of what they believe fitness to be. It isn't boring 3 by 10 fucking push pull legs workouts where you push pull legs. It just isn't anymore. Like
there's a
it's not
reason
like that.
why like the Couch to 5K is like the most downloaded thing on like Apple Podcasts or whatever it be. It's the
Yeah,
most downloaded thing. It's like in this country, basically, under health.
it's
It's not
mad.
anything else. It's that the amount of people that try, and you should be like, go and fucking download it, pick it apart, and then be like, this is why if you're coaching the general public, I would follow the capture 5K and then go,
Mm,
this is why you need me to make you do this. And I'm going to help you to be able to do this whilst perhaps we're doing the gym work and we can blend them
mm,
because you won't know. Because the people who are downloading that don't fucking know. They're scared. That's why they're doing the coach to have like couch to 5K shit. And they're getting Joe Wick's advice. Are you better than Joe Wick? Fucking hope so. Jesus. And in the whole essence of fuck around and find out, I put it to as proof in the pudding. Yesterday I was like editing for I think 6 to 7 hours, pretty much straight.
mm,
Um, I could have edited the video for the runner stuff and probably it takes me probably about two hours to do, which is fine. But I tried to do everything through CapCut instead of going between two different softwares and doing like auto zooms and all of the different cuts and stuff. And I fucked up doing brilliant. My wife knows it's almost like I've had this podcast in every Tuesday for the last 10 years. But yeah, why would you root me then? So yeah, I was like, the amount of times I was going backwards and forwards using the CapCut's new, because obviously everything now has AI integrated. So I can talk to Copilot, which is in CapCut, that's doing certain things, and me and trying to sort. And I've understood its restrictions. I know what it
mm.
can't do currently. I know, like, I was trying to feed it certain things. Can you take this out? Can you do this bit? Can you take out the filler words from here? Can you do this? And it did not like, so save you guys some time. If you separate audio from your video, so sometimes I extract audio from the video to
Mm,
underlay it because I'll be recording off this microphone like as a undersound, and then I have like whatever it be B-roll or I'm talking into my phone for different things, and I want the better microphone. It did not like me having two separate things and being like, "Can you cut both of those for the filler words?" And it just cut the video. It didn't cut the other one. And I was like, and it took me, I'm gonna say 2 hours to try and work around that bit of trying to do stuff. But now I know.
yeah, there you go.
It's gonna take me 10 minutes next time because I know exactly what its capabilities are and how to do it. And put that in
Mm.
perspective, guys, that video is 11 and a half minutes that I've posted. It took me, yeah, I was just like, I was dying inside. The amount, I'm sure you've done it loads of times, of the amount of times you've just gone, for fuck's sake, what is it? Why is it doing that? I don't want it to do that. Um,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, why is it doing that? Why have I moved this? What are you doing? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Undo, undo, undo. And yeah, so that was super fun.
So annoying.
But even like, even us, and I'm sure, like, obviously, Dan pays a videographer, but I do that sometimes. I don't do it all the time because I needed a quicker turnaround. And I don't really know how I like these to look. I feel like you need a good few times of like, "Ah, I want this to look like this. I want this to look like this,"
Yeah,
before you can kind of hand it off. I've always
for
some
sure.
people with their creative guidance is sometimes a little bit crazy. Then you're like, that doesn't look great, and then I want their suggestions to look better. But yeah, fuck around and find out. It took me 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah, like you say, I think that's the thing for me is that you know how to fix it, though. You know what you've done wrong. You know what you need to change. You know all those things. And that for me is exactly why you do it, and the sort of things you need to the skills you need to learn. It's all well and good just passing it off to someone else, but it doesn't always benefit you in the long run, which people won't believe. Well, they won't believe it until they've done it themselves,
Well,
which I think is
especially
yeah,
when it is a part of your business, right? I feel like you need a base knowledge of everything that happens within your business,
yeah,
like just a little bit of it. Like when you're speaking to a videographer that you hopefully hire in the future when you're doing well, whatever, blah blah blah. Can you
yeah.
do this? Can you do this bit? I like this when this happens. I like that auto zoom. I like it when it like
Hmm.
pans. I quite like it if you can, I don't know, do certain things with the cuts and etc. They're like, oh, cool. This guy actually has some interest rather than blank canvas, off you go. Then you're going to get nothing back in terms of following those guidelines. Um, be the same with like obviously you should know all about your coaching, but in terms of setting up email lists and stuff like that, you should be able to have a little wriggle round all those different parts of
Yeah.
your business. You should have a little bit of know how because we
Well,
tend
like I
to.
said, because most editors or videographers you work with, they'll go, "Oh, have you got an idea of what you want it to look like? Have you
Yeah,
got old videos that you want to?" Well, yeah, they need to know again because your personality comes across within that sort of stuff as well.
within the edits,
Um,
100%. Yeah, because
yeah.
like when I asked the autopilot to do like some just gentle zooms, right? Because sometimes you just do a gentle zoom in, like just like from I don't know 20 percentage points or whatever, and then it put in at the every cut, it did like a whoosh. Whoosh! And I was like, it's got so many jump cuts. And I was like, why is it doing this? It's like, this looks atrocious. And I just wrote in the AI, undo what you just did.
Yeah. Oh
It's-
dear.
It was
Tom getting
like,
angry at AI.
I was pissed off at AI. I hope AI never like comes back to kill us because like I'm sometimes quite rude. Yeah, or
Oh, you
very
can't be
polite
rude to
with
it,
it.
Tom.
Are you rude to it or do you say please and thank you?
I don't say please and thank you, but I'm not rude
Yeah.
to it.
I'll be like, that's stupid. Speak that way. Like it's got a personality. But
I'd love to know what sort of things it gets told or asked.
oh, same. Same.
Oh, I bet there's some random
Mine's just
shit.
I mean, I was literally just on it now. Oh, that was a thing. Yeah, we'll do this is our last thing. Um I'm just so boring because like yeah, my last ones are like create me a muscle function table. Great.
A muscle function table. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Strong, mate.
Workout sheet
You're
creation.
so cool.
YouTube B-roll creation. Uh, Sandwich ranks. That was the other week.
Sandwich ranks. Yeah. Well, that's important.
Yeah. Landmine biomechanics. Yeah, then like I use two different things for like YouTube like stuff. I use Gemini and I use vidIQ. So it's interesting.
Oh yeah.
I'm enjoying vidIQ, whatever it is. I'm enjoying
It's good, isn't it?
the ins and outs on it. I would implore most people to look at it. If you use it right, and if you actually take um, consideration to what it's saying with a pinch of salt, don't be like, "Oh, I must do all of this." It's like it's still AI. It's
Yeah.
still like
It's still yeah.
it's going to be very kind of like bush. It didn't like certain things. I was like, "Well, I'm not taking that away because it's part of the personality of my brand on channel and stuff." I was like, "Yeah, it's just this does not conform." Right. I know it's purposeful. So that was
Yeah,
interesting.
that's the one thing that AI isn't great at is doing that whole like, oh, this is part of your personality, this is part of your branding. It's like, no, you don't do that. Like the amount of times that, we showed it, used examples of it, and we, for example, put in an email and it was like, oh, don't swear, it's not very professional. You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah. So yeah, there's things like that which I think are important, but
Yeah.
um, yeah.
All right. From so we're going to back end with this list, mate, because it's hot, and I feel like you definitely have an opinion on this because you posted about your coffee today with Mike's awful setup,
Mm,
which is gross. Um,
don't get
what's
me
the
started on it.
what's the coffee? I think we the machines. I don't know which one Chloe wants. I feel like you're going to be like, yeah, do it. Um, it's like a really traditional, like Italian one.
Oh, would probably be good then. I think there's quite a few now that come on the market that are quite good. Everyone talks about the Ninja one, but I don't like Ninja just because I don't think they're actually going to be very good at it. I
No,
think
if
it's
they
just because
do,
it's
if they
a,
do too many things, I'm like, nah, you're right.
yeah, no, I agree with you. Is it
Cool.
a Breville or is it a Sage? They're the two that tend
No,
to do
no, no,
well.
no, no. It's like a La Marzocco.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of
Doesn't mean it's not good. I've never heard of it.
it. La Marzocco. Yeah, but they're like fucking 2, 3 grand. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Um,
mine was a grand. I think I got mine for my Sage.
yeah. I don't think
I
they're that
love, I love
expensive.
it. I love
They're
it.
not as expensive as that now.
No, they're not. They're not. They're
No.
cheaper.
All right, with the coffee in season in for ice-based things. What are
Oof,
you going to
yeah.
make of? So we've got 10 here from AI, the most
Mm,
popular coffee orders. Which three are you taking? Are you going to have? So we got
okay.
just with I'm assuming we're just going to go whatever milk, right? Because
Yeah.
you're
Normal
just
milk,
standard, you're
obviously.
regular milk, aren't you? You
Obviously.
my gut can't handle that. So we got number one, iced vanilla latte. And number
Strong
two.
choice.
So these are apparently the most popular coffee orders from
Mm.
most to least ordered. Number two, iced caramel macchiato. Um,
Yeah.
Number three, a sweet cream cold brew.
Mm.
Number four, cold foam latte. You know what that is. And number five, iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. That's a lot of words.
That's a Starbucks special, that one, I think.
Number six, traditional iced coffee. Assuming that's just
Ice latte, probably.
basically an iced latte in it. Number seven, blended coffee frappe. A frappe.
Mm.
Number eight, nitro cold brew. Mm. Number nine, iced white chocolate mocha. That's so sweet.
So sweet.
And number 10, espresso tonic, a cold
No.
coffee spritz.
No, see, I'm not a fan of the cold brews. I've got a cold brewing thing, and I don't like cold black coffee.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
I don't like it. It doesn't quite sit with me. I, yeah, I just never have been a fan of it. I've tried it a few times, and likewise with some of those other ones that like the whole like yeah. Honestly, the top three that you said there were probably close to what I'd go with. Vanilla latte, decent, like standard, like it, bit sweet, very, very good. Um, I actually like a normal iced latte as well for like if you don't want something that's quite sweet, but you want like the coffee hit, that works very, very well as well. And then I'm partial to a caramel macchiato as a sweet. It's funny because whenever we go to Starbucks or something like that, Mike is always like, "Oh, you always slag off Starbucks like it's shit and it's crap." Yet sometimes you do drink it when you were like, "There's no other option." And I'm like, "Yeah, and I have like a caramel macchiato because it's just like a sweet sugary drink with a hint of coffee in it. Like that's why I have it. I don't have like I said, a cold brew or like a normal coffee from there because it's just awful. It's got to be drowned in sugar so that you can at least taste something that's half decent." Um, so yeah, I'd go the vanilla caramel macchiato and then just the plain iced latte because I think you can't go wrong with that sometimes. I do like
Mm.
just a standard one, but yeah, they have to be milky based for me, and I couldn't have an oat milk one. It's just pathetic, stupid. The white chocolate just sounds a bit sickly. I agree with you there. Um, and the other's just not a fan of the cold brew shit.
Yeah, I
Don't.
was a fan of it because it looked like Guinness when it was coming out. Like the nitro cold brew. I was like, oh, that looks fun. And
Yeah,
then
it
you
looks
have it
cool.
and then you're like, I'd rather have Guinness. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's no fun. I am so boring when it comes to this, and I would just have an iced oat milk latte.
yeah, I know you would.
So dull.
Boring.
So dull.
So dull.
On that
Yeah.
on that bombshell. Any recommendations?
Yeah, Sage coffee machine. Go and get one. They're really, really good.
If you want to spend
So
far too much money, get the
I,
one out there.
I
Lama
recommend that
Kozoko. Um,
for sure. So there you go. Go and get one of those.
Very
Enjoy it.
fun. Recommendations by the time you listen to this, um, I will have two free webinars that are coming out for the next episode. So if you want, it's almost so much like we know what we're doing. If you want to start to learn about running and you don't know where to start, or gym-based things for running, I have
Go there.
two seminars that will come out. One about in the gym and one about introducing plyometrics. Because guess what? The plyos that you see randomly on Instagram generally aren't very science-backed. So yeah, and they'll just be like, these are great for beginners. And it's like, all right, that's just actually stage 5 out of 5. Good work. Thank you. So if you want to learn
Yeah.
that for free, you can download those probably, or just it'll be on my Instagram, it'll be on my YouTube. You can just message me. I'll send you it. Cool. All right.
Yeah. No
Lovely,
worries.
guys. Thank you so much for listening. We will catch you next week.
See you later.